this is the most ready to get locked in for a bit I've ever seen two dudes be. Like, the guy getting handed the baton has the exactly correct comedic reaction to being proposed to, and the perfect comedic timing to make it funny that he acknowledged the joke, before immediately getting back to business and hopefully winning the dang thing. Take this as a lesson, viewer. No matter what you are doing, how serious, there is always time to be a little silly. Hi again, guys, and welcome back to my favorite type of video, Let It Sludge. Today we're looking at r/justguysbeing, where we finally get to answer the question that women worldwide have had for millennia, and honestly also a lot of dudes ask all the time. What do male friend groups even do with each other?
It was good, John. I'm here with my boyfriend, man. My boyfriend. Bro,
come on, bro.
Straight guys acting gay towards each other is probably the easiest and most common answer. That was just a single clip from a minute-long compilation of that dude saying he's with his boyfriend to a bunch of random guys. I assume they're his friends because it was all at a party. We'll be playing excerpts of that throughout the video in order to get the full spectrum of possible reactions. And in the spirit of that, if you enjoy this video, this card at the end will take you to when I covered the Accidental Ally subreddit, where people didn't realize they were accidentally supporting the queer people they apparently didn't like. And did you know that less than 20% of y'all are subscribed with notifications on? If you sub and hit that bell icon, you'll never miss an upload, and you can always undo it later. Alright, I need y'all to look at the size of that bag. I, myself, am Mr. Money Hat, so I travel and check big suitcases in at the airport very often. Because of this, I'm intimately familiar with what the TSA and airlines are gonna let me bring on the plane as a carry-on and stuff in the overhead bin, and what they're gonna charge me a fee for. This shit would fit in one of those overhead cubbies. And it points to a common theme that was established at the start of this video, where the dudes you'll see in these clips here are people unwaveringly committed to bits. That dude did not have to spend an extra $30 to wait longer to pick up his luggage at baggage claim. Nobody looks forward to having to spend more time in an airport. He could have easily brought that with him on his person in the plane. He specifically did this because he wanted to be able to pick it off the carousel and skate off in his scoot case. That way his girlfriend could record it, and the way lamer pedestrians would realize how lame they are because they don't have a scoot case.
My tire is just extremely flat.
Okay.
It's very flat.
What the hell?
Where's he going?
I have never seen a tire this flat in my life. Bruh. You know, wasting my time.
Absolute cinema. Again, bit committers stay winning. The guy got duped initially, was flabbergasted, realized he was looking at a piece of paper and that he was actually getting got, and instead of getting mad about it, he immediately appreciated the craftsmanship, both of the joke and the physical prank. And his instant thought is, which of his buddies could he also pull this same prank on? It's really great stuff. You love to see it. Guys being dudes. That said, how the hell did the original prankster drive that car to the dealership with only 3 real wheels on that thing? Probably the same way you bring a car with an actual flat tire into the shop. Maybe you tow it or something, or you use levitation, but that's a lot more boring than imagining him sparking up the interstate by driving on a 3-wheeler and a axle.
Why does everyone want the crowbar?
Because it's a fucking crowbar. Are you fucking serious?
What are you gonna do with it?
Fucking nothing, but I'm gonna own a fucking crowbar now, so that's the fucking shit.
So you've been waiting 10 hours for a crowbar that says Supreme.
Oh, I didn't even know it said Supreme. I just want a fucking crowbar.
Yeah, this is a classic. If you recognize the name Blazendary, then you know exactly what this clip is from, and you and me both have a lot of healing to do. I don't really think you'd be in the audience if you were still a Hypebeast now, but if you are, happy to have you. If you don't know, this was an interview with a guy waiting in line for hours at the Supreme store for when the doors would open. That way he could be one of the first to buy a crowbar that said Supreme on it and cost several $100s. You know, because it says Supreme on it. A lot of people would, rightfully, think this is stupid, and that I'm a sucker for ever having been into Hypebeast culture. But hey, I have fond memories of wasting my money, a pastime I still do today. Not on Hypebeast clothes, but, you know, just wasting money. Is a band not entitled to indulge in their own genre of favorite brain rot? What is this mortal coil worth enduring for, if not to enjoy really stupid shit every now and then?
What's good, John? I'm here with my boyfriend, man. I'm here with my boyfriend.
I'm a 5'5". What are you doing?
Bro, what?
Okay, now that leaves me really miffed. This is the guy walking up to his homies, recording them, and saying that they are dating. But when someone matches his energy, he has the same reaction some of the other dudes did to him pretending they were dating. What's with all the fear, man? I kiss my straight homies on the mouth all the time, and it doesn't make them any more gay than they already were. I mean, I'm not straight, so it's not exactly an equivalent exchange because I'm kind of into that sort of thing, but I always adhere to their boundaries, obviously. The point is, play into the bit, man. They're playing into yours. Make out with a few of the people who are willing to yes and your prank. As far as you're concerned, for the next 30 seconds of improv, that is actually your boyfriend. They agree. You prompted, they said yes.
Should I pull the money out of
I know that folk around the world love Churchill Downs like the horse race. Probably the best verse Drake has put out this decade, but what are the ethics of pig races compared to dog fighting? That's an awful and fundamentally flawed comparison to make, but it's what my word association ass brain jumped to first. I guess I'm more interested in the gambling aspect anyways. Like, come on. Plenty of us get addicted to betting money that we don't have in the hopes of getting more money that we won't have. I just don't know what set of environmental circumstances you go through that lead to your main money-sucking vice being betting on pig races. It's not harming anyone as far as I can tell, so no hate, but it's so much so that when you try to introduce yourself and your interests to a new person, you decide that this is the part of your identity that defines you best. Yeah, let's take someone on a first date there. The title of the Reddit post is very correct. Definitely made an unforgettable first impression.
God.
There are not many things that a dude, or honestly, most people can enjoy the simple joy of than finding a really good stick. Or, you know, just a piece of wood in the wilderness and waving around, taking a picture, just being proud of your find. But very close to that joy is obliterating stick-like things, and also a lot of rocks, that we find in the wild in really explosive ways. This is an incredibly unique one. Where do you even find a pipe like this? Whoever has this job has probably been waiting for an opportunity to throw a log into a geyser. But I'm sure you've seen those videos of people rolling big rocks down very high up steep hills. They watch it tumble all the way to the ground or the shoreline where it breaks apart and makes a big splash. I've had the privilege of getting to do this on a really nice cliff. Me and my buddy Wallace did the same shit when we were in Greenland recording the iceberg video, if y'all remember that shit. That was over a year ago. You simply just don't get to be by cliff sides as nice as the ones in Ololosat more than a few times in your life, if ever. So yeah, I'm a guy, so I had to be a dude up there in some capacity.
I'm here with my boyfriend, man. Yeah, my boyfriend and shit.
Yeah, we is dating.
Bro, what?
Yeah, he's my boyfriend.
One of the best bits about the clips in this particular compilation is I believe he filmed most of them at the same party. So as the party went on, word must have been getting around that this dude was getting up to some fuck shit, either through word of mouth or people just seeing him doing that shit to other people. And because of that, it all comes back to the bit. The people who got targeted last had prep time. I imagine some of the fellas there, like the guy in the shiesty, were thinking about the thing they were gonna try and get off if they were targeted next. You don't want to be the guy who pushes the cameraman away and seems scared of the idea of being gay. You want to be the dude who calls the instigator's bluff. Play into the bit and outdo him. That was a fucking S-class performance from my guy here. So casual about it, he seemed really in love, all that stuff. These dancing fruit sensory videos must have been poor communities in the 80s because it feels like Reagan snuck crack into them. They're genuinely great because it doesn't matter what song you want to make them wobble around to because you can speed up or slow down their video to match the tempo of any song. And suddenly, the little pineapples and strawberries are jumping and twirling to Not Like Us and Drake getting called a pedophile. They're advertised as for kids, but let it be known that they work on full-grown adults. In fact, I think the majority audience of these things is 20 to 35-year-olds. Whenever I have to go away for longer than a minute on my stream on twitch.tv/Kwite, like say I have an emergency shit to take, I either put a Kwite with a Y video on, or I put on a dancing sensory fruit video. It works a charm! I actually tested it and I had lower viewer drop-off when I went away for extended bits when I played the fucking sensory video.
It really is hard to find someone to watch a sunset with these days. Hey, Jimmy? Not too bad, huh, buddy?
Huh, he gave the homie a name and everything. Jimmy, I think it was? Or maybe the seal gave him a name to use and we just don't understand the language they're speaking in? Regardless, this is genuinely one of those moments that makes you remember the most beautiful sunset you'll ever see in your life will probably happen when you're filling up the gas tank at a random urban sprawl corner store. I don't know what the genre of that specific kind of experience is called, but I know you immediately recognize what I'm talking about after I described it. I'm just gonna have to hope and pray that we're on the same page now.
It was good, y'all, man. I'm here with my boyfriend.
Bro, chill out, bro.
Bro, we dating, bro.
No.
He hit that vocal line at the end so clean that I can't tell for the life of me if this was scripted or not. Like, the Michael Jackson reference I could make here is right in front of me, and I'd believe that was what they based the sketch off of. But the dude's reaction to being called his boyfriend was too visceral. That shit felt too real to me. His actual instinctual response to feeling like he might be gay is to start singing in a really nice voice. Oh no, they turned the homie into a duck! Like, I don't know how I never made the connection that Pringles chips stacked on top of each other can look like the bill on a goose. A duck? I don't know, I've been switching around birds this whole video. Unrelated to this clip, but related to the concept of guys being dudes, I have this buddy named Sam. He is a game dev and he's worked on some really cool stuff. Check out I Am Your Beast on Steam, it's really fucking good. But he's helping me with like my next big hour-plus long video. Take a guess on what it's on. But I was in a call with him one day when he told me, oh yeah, I was the guy who made that Untitled Goose Game add-on for your desktop. The one where the goose just fucks up all your different windows and tabs for the fun of it. It's completely optional to install. No one's making you do this. If you download it, you're just a sadist or a content creator. And when he told me that he was responsible for that thing I had seen all those years ago, blew my mind. I had no fucking idea. You could say he was just being a little guy, dude. This joke is fucking dog. The tiniest Monster Hunter hammer. Jesus Christ, I love can crunchers. I had one at my house growing up, and one of the greatest joys of my toddler life was sticking a soda can in those things and flattening it into a little quarter-inch thick slab of aluminum landfill waste. I realize now it was priming me early on in my life to be absolutely enamored and have weirdly and annoyingly specific taste in hydraulic press videos. Some shit is just not satisfying to watch get crushed. It's an art form, okay? This video, though, brought me to the realization that I have been ignorant to a whole world of sensory videos I never considered the possibility of, and enough don't exist. Why is the niche of crushing cans in really elaborate and extra ways not as big as the Super Bowl? It's a tested and proven format. People love things getting crushed through the hydraulic press, and it's immediately relatable to so many people. What if instead of changing the thing that's getting crushed, we change the method of crushing? The static element is that it is a soda can getting demolished. It is a benchmark that we measure all crushing methods by. It's incredible. The point is, I just need more of this shit to hold me over until Monster Hunter Wilds comes out. Vladimir Putin and Xi Jinping's bodyguards acknowledging each other. These have to be two of the most interesting people ever to share a beer with, man. They are individually adjacent to two of the most powerful men in the world, but not directly involved with the policy decisions. Very influential in their own way, but through micro decisions. It's impossible to overstate their potential importance in history, but they will likely remain mostly nameless and anonymous to the wider world, outside of a funny Reddit post about how their little shared head nod is relatable to the masses. Speaking of, I've been looking for a way to business expense this, but Xi Jinping is one of the craziest motherfuckers out right now, and I had to find out why. A while ago, I went on a little autistic China international politics hyperfixation, and I was watching a bunch of documentaries on China, and it let me know about this little book called The Thoughts of Xi Jinping. Apparently, it sold gangbusters over in China, but I'd never heard of it. And I was very curious, because it seems like it's pretty fundamental to his policy. So I went on Amazon to grab this fucking thing. Look at his little smile that doesn't come close to reaching his eyes. This book is such a bitch to get your hands on physically. It cost me $100 for one English translated copy. It was from a third-party seller on Amazon, and it took 3 months to actually ship to me. When it showed up in the mail, it jump-scared me because I'd completely forgotten I'd ordered it at all. You can tell I'm an expert of the book, too, because of how much I've read of it. I think it's just funnier that I own it at all, even if I barely touched it. You know what? While I'm at it, here's another book I own for some reason and haven't read. It's about the trip Richard Nixon took to China, where he met with Mao Zedong and started normalizing American relationships with the country. It set the stage of our modern globalist economy, where products are built and produced overseas. Truly one of the most influential moments of the 20th century. This rant was an example of me, a guy, just being a dude. That's all I got. I'm gonna wrap this video up here. That card I mentioned should be on screen. If you enjoyed, be sure to drop a like and subscribe with notifications on. Anyways, this has been Kwite, and I'll see y'all next time.